Hey, B's and G's, welcome to the Tube. We got a lot going on today, and that's what's in store. An Israeli organization brings Tehran holiday wishes to Tel Aviv. Google pulls an augmented reality Pokemon prank, April Fools. New application will make your web videos look like TV shows. The Social Watch, pilots from Amazon become full series, and more, but let's start with lasers. Israel is finally ready to combat shoulder-launched missiles, and it's going to do it with lasers. Israel's Ministry of Defense announced Wednesday that Sky Shield, developed by Israeli defense contractor Elbit Systems, had successfully completed testing and is certified for commercial use. That use will be to combat the threat of surface-to-air missile systems by combining advanced laser detection and disruption technologies. Listen to Elbit's CEO as he lauds the company's innovation.
C-Music is a unique system and unique solution for the threat, the terrorism threat, these days all around the world, and future threats all around the world. Personally, I think that the terrorism threat is a main threat these days, dealing with civilian transportation. Technology, operation, certification, I believe in the system, and I think it's a great system.
The technological advancement is a direct response to the 2002 attempt by terrorists in Mombasa, Kenya, in which 2 surface-to-air missiles were fired at an Israeli charter plane. Shortly after takeoff, the missiles missed their target, and it's more than 250 passengers. So we have lasers. All we need now are sharks with laser beams. Get that joke? Okay. Now, what do you want for the holiday? To welcome the Persian New Year's, a studio called MIM in Tehran went out and asked people on the street what they wish to get for the holiday. So, what do the people in Tehran want? Here's the answer.
چی عیدی بگیرم؟ عیدی دوست داره عیدی چی بگیری شما؟ اکی سوال آخه سخته والا هر چی بهم بده چی بگیری؟
چی بگیری؟
سلامتی
سلامتی رهبرمون
نمیدونم یه کادوی خیلی خاص یه نفر خیلی خاص
پول ندارم دارم خود چیز برنده باشم مثلا یه ویلای شمالی نمیدونم یه چیز اینجوری
پسرم شاهین میاد خوشحالم میکنه
دوست دارم بچه‌ام کتاب بهم بدن
من دوست داشتم با انتقالیم به دانشگاه تهران موافقت کنم یه دونه ماشین خیلی خوب با یه سویچ خونه یه بلیط که باش برم مثلا یه مسافرت سویچ ماشین با یه کلید خونه یکاش میشه سربازی نرم هرچی از دوست قصد نیکو اونی که دارم این براشون گل میبرم
This moving video was picked up by an organization called Tehatel, an abbreviation of Tel Aviv, Haifa, and Tehran. The organization that works at the Haifa University is translating news from Israel to Persian to show the people of Iran a glimpse to the lives here in Israel. To understand about the organization and how do you connect between people who are supposed to be on rival sides, we speak to Yoni Shadmi, Tehatel's editor. Good evening.
Good evening, Jason.
So tell me a little bit about Tehtel.
Well, Tehtel is about creating real connection between people, going beyond propaganda and really trying to convey life in Israel for people in Iran, and sometimes vice versa, like we did with this video that we translated to Hebrew. What we want to do is really let people understand how people on both sides live. We don't have sort of a peace message, and we don't have a war message. We just want to bring life as it is to both sides.
And how does it practically work? I mean, you translate Hebrew news and stuff to Persian, and what?
Well, we don't translate many news, to be honest. We translate many blog posts and stuff from social networks and stuff like that, stuff that really lets the people feel. One of the most popular things right now on our website is something that someone wrote about a job interview, for example. A young girl felt that she didn't get the sort of treatment she deserved. And that became a big hit in Iran, and people copied it on other websites, and people started telling their own job interview stories in Iran in response to that girl who was interviewed in Castro, in an Israeli...
I know that post, the Israeli version
Oh.
of it. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Okay, so this became a big hit
in Iran.
In
Yeah,
Iran.
Exactly.
Okay, so I think I get the concept of, hey, we're all the same, we have shitty job interviews.
Well, I don't know if we're all the same. Another thing that we're trying to avoid is sort of these liberal values of let's all dance together and let's all be equal. One of the things that you can see in this video, for example, is it's not trying to appease a Western viewer. One of the people in the video is being asked, who do you want to spend the holidays with? And he's saying, I want to spend it with the Messiah. I really like that answer. He's obviously very religious. So we also want to try to convey that aspect of Israeli life, the religiosity, some nationalism. So not just brings the Western values, but the real values of every country.
And doing that, what are you aiming to achieve?
Well, mainly unexpected results. One of the things that we set out to do is to let our users take over the project. We now, for example, have 2 people working on an electric motor for a car.
Okay.
An Israeli physicist and an Iranian physicist working together, trying to come up with blueprints. So we really want to connect the sides.
So let's talk about this specific video we're seeing now on screen. What made you feel that this is a special video that needs to be translated?
Well, what I liked about the video, it uses Western Hollywood-like techniques, and it looks like a standard viral video. But like we said, it really transfers the sort of diversity of values and people in Iran. You have a guy there with a hat that says, I love weed on it. And he's very funny and lightheaded and young and beautiful. But you also have people that seem to be poor people. You also have old people. You have very religious people. You have a woman saying that what she wants for the holidays is health for the supreme leader, which may seem uncomfortable for Western eyes, but that's just the reality, and that's what we liked about it.
Do you find yourself censoring violent or political comments or content that appears on the website?
One of our rules is to never delete anything unless it's like really bad curse words. So if people come to us and say, hey, what about the occupation? What about the inequality in Israel? Say, okay, great, this is a chance to start conversations. And we speak with people who have served in the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps. We speak with hardline conservatives. And we try to find common ground.
Does it pose danger to Iranians if they're in contact with Israelis?
Well, it does pose dangers, but I was talking the other day with one of our friends in Iran, and he was saying how he was arrested by a plainclothes policeman when he was taking pictures of a park for us. We wanted to do an article about parks in Iran. So I responded with anxiety. I said, okay, let's stop everything. Let's stop communicating. It's not worth it. But he said, look, he smiled. He said, look, it's going to happen anyway. A plainclothes policeman stopped me on the street because of the way I look anyway. So we can just talk. So yes, there's a certain risk, but Iranians are very brave and are willing to take it. And also the Iranian regime is much more sophisticated and more nuanced than people think. It allows for some sort of these interactions to take place.
Do you have a fantasy to visit Tehran, and do you think it might come, to life?
Well, yeah, I have a huge fantasy. I even did the sort of silly thing of tweeting to various people in Iran, to various public figures in Farsi, in Persian, and saying, hey, I want to visit your country. Is that possible? And I didn't get a reply yet, but I'm hoping it will be possible one day.
Well, if you do, let us know, and we'll share the story of the tweets that got you to Iran. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jason.
Okay, now, Google has been experimenting with augmented reality for a few years now, but never in such an ambitious way as it's announcing today. Sort of. For April Fool's Day this year, Google has created a video advertising an augmented reality Pokemon game loosely tied into Google Maps. In Google's vision, players would hold their smartphones out in front of them and see Nintendo's cartoon creatures appear on screen before them, often ready to do battle. That would be awesome. Look.
role and challenge. Pokemon Master.
It's always been important to us to have the most qualified employees at Google. Now, using the technology created by the Google Maps team, we've prepared the most rigorous test known to man to find the world's best Pokemon Master.
To find each and every one of the wild Pokemon.
Applicants who collect every single Pokemon will be invited to the Googleplex to participate in the final round of hiring. The winner will start at Google on September 1st, 2014.
Okay, you can still go to Google Maps and look for Pokemons. Like most of April's Fool's jokes, we wish this one was a true thing so we can go and, well, catch them all. Now, are you tired of watching us to get the best of the web? Well, please don't be. We love you. But if you feel you need some more viral cat videos, it's time to meet Pluto.tv. Its purpose is to bring all those web videos you're already watching into a more TV-like environment with something like the channel guide that pops up from your cable remote. Comedy clips, epic fails, skateboard sizzle reels, animals being funny, viral bric-a-brac, it's all in one easy-to-find place now, curated within more than 100 programmed channels. The only hitch is that the clips are stitched together into shows and programmed at a certain time, which might frustrate viewers used to, well, hopping around for content all over the web. But if TV wants to be like the internet, it's only right that the internet will be like TV, right? Right. And now, last month, Amazon debuted 5 new original pilots that were up for green lights. They asked viewers to vote on the shows and leave feedback to quantify and qualify which of the lot deserved to be seen by a larger audience and end up on Amazon Prime Instant. So now, Amazon Studios officially confirmed they've picked up 4 of the 5 pilots. The X-Files creator Chris Carter's Alien Invasion series, The After, that's now on your screen, Jill Soloway's Transparent, the cop drama Bosch, and Roman Coppola's and Jason Schwartzman's classical music dramedy Mozart in the Jungle. That's a lot of shows. We are ready for you to flood our TV, Amazon. Good luck. And now, a lot of people try to guess what's the Oculus Rift going to look like now it's, well, a Facebook-owned company. Mark Trudy has the answer.
It finally came in.
What? The new Oculus Rift?
Yep.
Let's try it out.
Yeah, that's being a little bit pessimistic if you ask me. Now, we get to see a lot of generic brand videos on the web, but this generic brand video by The Dissolve is just so generic, we had to show it to you.
We think first of vague words that are synonyms for progress and pair them with footage of a high-speed train. Science is doing lots of stuff that may or may not have anything to do with us. See how this guy in a lab coat holds up a beaker? That means we do research. Here's a picture of DNA. There are a shitload of people in the world, especially in India. See how we're part of the global economy? Look at those farmers in China. we also do business in the USA, or want you to think we do. Check out this wind energy thing in Indiana, and this blue-collar guy with dirt on his face. Also, we care about the environment, loosely. Here's some powerful rushing water and people planting trees. Our policies could be related to these panoramic views of Costa Rica in today's high-speed environment.
And that's it. The sun became the moon, and this show is now behind us. Log to our Twitter, and then after doing that, visit our Tumblr. It's the Tube24. And now I'm going to surprise myself and finish the show with a quote about love. So always remember, when someone loves you, the way they say your name is different. You know that your name is safe in their mouth. Goodbye.